Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2, Sword of Destiny, a Chinese action film from 2016. Now the first Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon film was released 16 years ago. I think it's a solid film, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. There are other swordplay films that I enjoy more than that one, but overall, I think it's deserving of its accolades. Now, after watching the trailers for Sword of Destiny, I gathered the impression that this would be a more generic period action movie and less dramatically effective than its predecessor. And that's basically what I got. So, over the past few days though, I've noticed that it has become instantly fashionable to bash on this flick relentlessly. If you look on the online reviews, they're just teeing off on this movie. But I don't think it's as bad as its initial reputation suggests. I mean, it has its flaws for sure, but I found it to be watchable and fairly entertaining. For example, it actually looks quite lovely, I think. It's nicely shot, has some impressive locations. The natural environments are captured fairly well and have a nice, a nice variety. Nothing insanely new here, but you get some, some pretty forests, some mountains, some snowy locales, some bodies of water. So, kind of generic, but they mix it up a little bit, and it looks nice. It looks professionally made. And I feel like I have to say this because some people seem to think that this is a Netflix-produced film. I don't think that's true, actually. From what I've read online, unless I'm missing something here, I think Netflix is simply distributing this film in conjunction with its theatrical release. So I know I don't really understand the whole basis for saying something's original. Like, this is a Netflix original film. To me, that term shouldn't be used unless you're at least a part of the production of it, but that's just a personal qualm of mine. It's almost like Netflix is like taking credit for making the film, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Unfortunately, the script writing in Sword of Destiny is significantly weak, and it's probably the weakest element here. The characters in this story are very generic, which makes this feel like a by-the-book genre film. I almost feel like it's pointless to even discuss the plot in any detail. You have some martial arts masters who take in younger trainees with possibly questionable morals, and some bad guy who's bad just because tries to steal a special sword, along the way. If you've seen a number of wuxia films, there's nothing new that you're going to see here. The conflicts also do not have a lasting dramatic impact, which means that you're basically just waiting for the next action sequence. But luckily, and fortunately, there are a number of good fights that are peppered throughout. The director here is Yuen-Woo Ping, who previously directed a bunch of entertaining action films from Hong Kong, a few of which include Iron Monkey from 1993, In the Line of Duty 4 from 1989, Tiger Cage from 1988, and Drunken Master from 1978. Now, more recently, he's been known for his action choreography in films such as the Matrix trilogy, Kill Bill, and the first Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon film. Now, in terms of action, this guy knows what he's doing for the most part. So you have some serious talent here. And you also have some legitimate action movie stars with Donnie and Michelle Yeoh. So there's talent both in front of and behind the camera here. So going into this, you should expect that the action is pretty good, and it is good. I think my favorite scenes personally are the one involving Donnie Yen in an iced-over pond, and Michelle Yeoh in a dark room where she fights this weird-looking witch lady, which is pretty cool. There is use of wires, as expected in this type of film. There is also some use of CGI. Not too much, though. It does look a bit cartoony at times, though. There's nothing here that's going to rival the Ip Man films or the Raid films in terms of just sheer awesomeness, but I did find the action to be generally entertaining. And there was enough of it to make up for the film's dramatic flaws. And the action is spaced out quite well. You usually don't have to wait too long before the next action hits. So, in summary, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2, Sword of Destiny is definitely a style over substance affair, but I think it's a watchable one. Not a high priority item, but certainly a pretty good time waster, I think. It is available on Netflix streaming right now. So as always, we'll see you next time.